Remember, through all the conditioned mind and conditioned space, the biological, psychological manifestation of who we are, this present moment of consciousness. There has to be a moment of inner immersion. It'll precipitate a existential crisis for you when it does happen, because you'll cease to exist for all cognitive, narrative, sane reasons you could excuse yourself to be a separate consciousness. You'll go through that. The survival rate there varies. And this is just looking from my age now. Probably something to do with rigidity, focal on the external rather than the internal, although both are intertwined, as we know. How we create a narrative, a story that we fit into, we play the role in, we become inhabited in that story. It becomes, so to speak, our story. How conscious can you inhabit that story, though? Do you need to understand the full depth of what brought you to this story? How far down do you need to have those roots established in an intellectual basis, if nothing else? How far down genetically do you need to go down to the original single-cell story that started everything? And it's all intertwined in the DNA, right? Of course. You're going to see yourself as an energetic being with these energies moving through this human form. How carefully do you inhabit that? How aware, what time do you take to actually acknowledge that? The subtle archetypical forces that you at least would admit that are probably true, that are manifesting in these human forms. The existential crisis about this is always resolved in the idea of service. Right? That's what it'll come down to. Sooner or later, no matter how good or how big this ego form of consciousness, it pales to any kind of relationship to an infinite formless consciousness or everything consciousness. So the proper response, at least, is devotion, awe, and hopefully having fun with it too, because it seems like it should be that kind of a dance, where it should be something that's enticing.